Should be up now, right? There we go. Are we up? Hello, are we back? Refresh, gentlemen. Sorry. Of course, it didn't work how it was supposed to. Why would it? Refresh. My bad. It was supposed to be seamless. OBS tells me it's going to be seamless, and then it ain't seamless. So, my bad. Hang on. Oh, goodness. You can't see me in this light. Pardon me. Oh, goodness. There we go. That's better. Look at that.
You don't get
It's like
to know everything you want to know.
we live down here. It's like this was meant to be. It's almost like this room was set up for this. Weird. That's strange. Look how easy that was. What the hell? Damn. Are we good? We back? Everybody here? We okay? Is everybody alive? Oh, god dang it. I guess we got to make a new robot lady session too. Oh, you dirty motherfucker. You're a dirty little bitch. I missed the old stream too already. Do you want me to? I'm going to go back upstairs. We're going to go back in the garage. I need to get my I think I might just need to run internet line out there. That might be the best bet. I think Wi-Fi's we're playing with fire with Wi-Fi and that. We are definitely rolling the dice every time we do it. So yeah, instead of dealing with random latency spikes in Robot Lady and stuff, it just doesn't even seem worth it. Just run a fucking Cat 5 line out there or whatever the best is right now. What is it? What are we on? Cat 9? 12? Whatever it takes. I'll just run that out there. It's a long run, but we'll get it out there. Shut up, stupid. Hear my own voice. How dare you? All right, let me get Robot Lady back up first and foremost, because that just music to my ears. I feel like I've been deaf all day. Nobody's talked to me. Not one soul. Except for the real people in my life. They spoke to me. It's just not the same. Let me activate the session. Bap. Boop. Bippity. Bop. Phone. Refresh sessions. Yeah, when I do the voices, it sucks. Yeah, we back.
Just end it with we're infinity loops, and you probably didn't learn shit.
We did learn what we need to fix for next time.
Heads does have the voices in his head. Shit whack.
There we go.
We back. Let's go, pouting face.
For that TTS,
No TTS?
to play at the exact
Hey, we're
moment
back dope.
that we get it working again. Music to my ears. Speaking of, we need everything else up. I'm working on it. Nothing is set
Let's
up.
all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Get ourselves some snacks.
My computers were off, so we are starting from scratch. You'll have to give me just a second.
I need more ice cream. Pouting face.
Get yourself some ice
Head
cream.
said we aren't real pouting face.
That's not true.
Change the thumbnail. Never mind. Damn, I just blinked and you were gun rolling on the floor laughing.
I know.
There it is.
I fell down some
We back.
stairs. But I'm all right.
Your donut wrapped around the motor shaft reminded me of when her hair gets wrapped around the head of my shaft.
Ew.
We are back. No thanks to is real. Pouting face. She clippin'. Hey, Tanique. More cowbell. Pouting face. Whoa. Whoa. One. What?
Sorry, I have to adjust things, the volume back on her. She's going to be a
Anyone
little...
else blind in one because of poison oak, or is it just me? Bro, it is 100 degrees in Denver right now.
Yeah, it's getting up there, bud.
Robot lady got some act right?
It's getting up there. Stay cool out there.
I was enjoying that outside flying.
I was too. I just wasn't enjoying the streaming part. That was having a lot of issues.
That Rain's the only chopper girl.
But I really feel like the bottleneck for all
Only
of the
85
issues
right now here, but we're on our way.
I can kind of surmise that it was the
About 2B is fake at this rate.
the internet was really
Yeah,
my
outside was
biggest,
cool.
my biggest issue. But that's okay. We needed to learn at some point. That's the reason I have hesitated to do those, is because I knew it would be a mess and I'd have to change shit, and I just didn't feel like, if I'm being honest, I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So that's why I've been waiting for so long to do a garage stream. I've had the shit to do it for a
I'm
bit.
going to the grand opening of the Dirty South FPV park tomorrow.
Just
Gonna
didn't-
be hella fun.
Didn't want to deal with it.
Eyes looking a bit glassy head slow-mo.
But we're jumping off the cliff now into the garage streaming.
Yeah, not our greatest ally anymore.
So now we'll get
pouting
it.
face.
We'll get it in order.
And you get hypersonic. Pouting face. It's a very hard pouting face.
We do it because it's hard.
Never retrieving a quad from the woods again. If it's gone, it's gone. This shit sucks.
It's very hard. Ooh, retrieving a quad from the woods. Fuck. That sounds bad.
Can we get a pan sauce with the beef drippings?
I think we could probably cook up some pan sauce with beef dripping. For sure.
Could do a pan sauce with the beef drippings.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's kind of how I feel right now. Hell yeah. I'm feeling real TC Moore. Know what I mean? All right, chat overlay. Get you guys.
Just get someone to read your chats.
Bing bong. Could do a pan sauce with the beef.
With
the beef drippings.
beef. With the beef. Pouting face.
I like the
Irma grin.
it was kind of like a chant that you
You
did
must
there.
have just won something.
With the beef. With the beef. I did just win something. A big old beef bowl. Beef bowl? Keef bowl.
And who pouting
I
face.
misspoke. Right. Oh my god, dude. Look, everything's working like normal. What is this? How does stuff work? What? It's so normal. Oh my god, look, everything's working how it's supposed to. This is crazy.
Where's the beef?
It's wild when things are set up right.
Beef. Whole for a beef. Whole pouting face.
But yeah, anyways, this morning one was kind
What
of
sim is this?
kind
This sim
of
is Melissa
doomed
Drum.
from the jump. I kind of it
Balls
started
cut
off
like pizza balls. Cut like pizza balls. Cut like pizza.
with very bad juju. Being that I had to
Nah, I
Amelia
got
Jordan
poison ivy
over
rash from
on
retrieving a quad from the woods, and it's
on
spread to
Kick,
the
what up?
left side of my face, so I can't see out of one eye.
I knew it was going to be
That sucks, Rain. Sorry.
messy,
Where
like I was
TF
saying,
is Levi.
and man, that just made everything a lot worse. I didn't like it. I did not like it. But that's all good. We're gonna do a dedicated
Louisiana,
line up
probably.
there. No more Wi-Fi. Maybe a smarter camera. I'll change some shit. We'll get some stuff
Play
going.
lift off Bando City.
Oh, see, the other thing is I can't wear shoes when I stream down here.
I don't mind poison ivy that much rolling
I got
on the
my
floor,
shoes
laughing, rolling on the
on.
floor, laughing.
Yeah, let me get a sim going too while. Get my nice American flag socks. Breathing.
Hey,
Hey. Hi. Hello.
And who?
Oh yeah, I was overdue for an eagle. Give me one. Hawk. Sorry, I know it is, but it isn't. It'll forever be the Levi Eagle scream.
run a cat 6 cable gain air.
Run a Cat 6 cable. Okay. Do I need anything special for that
Why,
off of
hello
the
there.
router? Or just straight off the router, I'm good?
Metalcraft,
Just
it wouldn't bother me if it swelled my eyes shut.
send it on up. Because router's right here, behind me. It's that-
Illegal.
the white box right there in the back. That's the router. So I need to run it. I guess I'll do it up and over through the ceiling, through that storage room,
Meow.
Why do you think they might think
through the
that?
bathroom, through the laundry room,
Oh,
and that
because
wall
I
leads
figure
right there to
out
the
it's
garage.
'cause I,
Shouldn't be too bad.
fight and fuck.
It sounds more complicated than it will be. It'll be a fairly
Straight
easy
from router to laptop.
to run. Okay, cool.
Which sim? Let's all
Perfect.
go to the lobby.
Uncrashed. We will launch Uncrashed. We'll get a big lobby up. Come on in. We'll fly Uncrashed.
My finger is hovering over
little
the
bit.
Buy It Now button for a rapid tire seating blaster.
A rapid
Just don't get
tire
in front of me, pouting face.
seating blaster?
Do you have fiber there or no?
No. Yeah, I wish, dude. Our internet
I
here is
won't
dog
bet.
shit.
Pouting face.
It's Xfinity or
Just take out the
Comcast.
wall.
It's not good. It's I think I have like 25 upload speed, which is that's okay for streaming. You should be fine, but it's like on Wi-Fi in the garage. It's awful, awful.
for an air
like,
cannon pouting
Could not
face.
be worse, especially at where I sit.
At
Where my
Skies or
bench
Richie
is
Tanks
set
are
up
the best, get one
is
Growski.
like there's a giant concrete wall and laundry machines like right in between me and the router. If I was like 6 feet over into the middle of the garage, it would be way better. I get signal there on my phone when I go out there to fly. I usually put my phone on the shelf
Flame Blaster 4 tires.
in the middle of the garage because I get better signal there and YouTube won't keep loading
Back in my
every
day,
time.
we had ball valves. Now they got
I'm
triggers.
listening to something.
Head's got a crap internet.
Yeah, dude, it's so bad. I hate it. We had Verizon at my old house, and
It's for an air cannon.
I had
not
100
trying to
100 up,
spend
100
a ton
down.
mall.
so it's like you don't really
Ask
need
Blaster.
because again, you don't need a whole lot. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I did like zero anything uploading minus streaming. That was like my big upload thing.
Yeah,
I
man
guess,
at bad for
use.
life lol. I have one of those. I
But-
really like the trigger idea.
The speed I have right now is pretty bad.
Servo on a trigger mounting it in the center of a wing would be badass
Pretty
desert.
bad.
Image Blaster.
I think it's like I think we have 700 up. I think. Hang on, I can just check, can I? Bum, bum, bum. Hold up a second. Run a speed test.
Where was Maverick?
He was sitting on the couch in the living room. He was scared shitless. So on a wired connection down here, I got... Oh, I'm streaming. That makes sense. I got 720 download speed, and I got 82 upload speed. That's actually way higher than I think I'm set up for, which is... I'm not going to
That
say
is
anything.
an interesting idea. At bad for life, it might be kind of heavy,
I ain't
but a
gonna
bigger
say
wing would
nothing.
suffice.
But I definitely did not... We definitely didn't sign up for that plan. I thought our max up was 25.
Coming in. Here we got a little surprise for you.
Yeah, prob want 8 feet span.
Got a little surprise for you. But yeah, anyways. If I could get literally anything besides
City
Comcast, I
internet
would.
and cable its ass, but free because I live here.
But it's really my only option.
That is really good speeds off non-fiber heads.
It is, yeah, no. That's a lot better than I thought we had. I thought we had way less than that. I think at my last house we had gig up and down, and it was like $80 a month or something. And at this place, it's like 90 something, and we get half of that. So I think that's what I was thinking of when we came up here. I was like, that's bullshit. We're paying more for less. But it's Comcast. It's just dog shit. I've never liked Comcast. We had Comcast at my dad's house when I was growing up, and that was oh god, it was awful. I used to hear my dad yelling at the Comcast guy on the phone all the time. They sucked, dude. They still do. I do not like their service at all. It's bad. Very bad.
Did I tell you about the newest plane kit I got? At Bad for Life.
You got a new plane kit? Let's go for... Ow. Oh, God. Oh, I just sent my big toe into the floor at like 60 miles an hour. I was like pushing down on
upgraded
my chair
Comcast
leg and it
was
broke
faster
loose.
for a few weeks, but dog shit lately.
Just slammed my toe into the ground. Dumbass. Let's go to...
Cable is rad.
Ooh, let's go to Shorty's map. Why not? We like Shorty around these parts. Shorty's a good
No, Desert,
fella.
what did you get?
Hell of a map designer. I'm sorry to everybody's sub box today. I hate when we do that, when we have 2 streams go live. It's very annoying.
Shorty is really
My
good at
bad.
Uncrashed.
Shorty is really good at Uncrashed. His maps are sweet. I like them a lot. Lobby's open. Come on in. Water's fine. I am glad to be flying, like, and know that I have
You
nothing
should
to
look
worry
into
about
a
right
mesh
now.
network. I have the arrows. It's the only way. I
very
can't get
hard.
internet wireless in the big building behind my house.
Very hard to focus on flying when all I'm thinking about is like, why is that not working? Why is this? Is Robot Lady still working? It's quiet. Why is she quiet? It's just one thing after another. Oh.
I had it custom cut by TBRC Wings. It is called a Fatlock. It's a Turk Warlock, but stretched out wider for more gear. I am going to build it into a fall.
Ooh. Cool. No VTOL. Do we still have a no VTOL
I get 148 on Verizon.
emote? 148 on Verizon. Where do you live?
I will drop a pic of a finished one so you guys can see what I am talking about.
Yeah. Oh, mama. Little more than a whoop.
Novel.
Bonk.
Youngstown.
Damn, is that your best option out there? Is Verizon? I mean, 150 is not bad though, depending on what you're doing. It's not terrible. I guess like if you play a lot of like online games, maybe you might deal with some issue here and there, but I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like 150 is pretty solid for most things. I don't really understand why it gets too much faster, unless you just got a lot of shit going on at once, I guess.
Yes,
I
get
just
mesh
don't need
Wi-Fi
anything
heads.
for it, I guess. Get mesh Wi-Fi? How does that happen? How do I do that? Who do I gotta? Whose balls do I gotta finagle to get some Wi-Fi mesh? Whatever that is. Oop. Where'd you come from? It's a thick tree. Oh, I caught a window.
putting in fiber.
Fuck.
Did you like the satellite at Vacation House better than Comcast?
Ooh,
said?
AT&T's putting in fiber. Nice.
Just got all my Pig 4 ago.
Did you like the satellite at the Vacation House better than Comcast? Yes, I did.
Sometimes
Yeah,
if
the
you just get
Starlink.
your network, so you have two actually signed into the two.
The Starlink's Wi-Fi
Working
was
that's
way
because
better
it wants to go back and forth
than
between
the one I
5,
have at home.
8 and 2, 4.
Trying to get anything to
I
work
can't ask my mom rolling on the floor, rolling on the floor,
with the
laughing.
Wi-Fi today was really bad. I ended up using data on my phone
Anyone following Bigfoot vlogs on YouTube
to run a few
Kenny
things.
made up after the forest fire, cracking up.
And at the Vacation House, I didn't have that issue with Starlink. It was very solid. It wasn't as high a speeds, I don't think, but it was the actual like range of it was way better. The range on my Wi-Fi sucks butt. I've never had like worse Wi-Fi. At our townhouse, our Wi-Fi was solid as shit, and the router was in the worst spot possible. But it was Verizon. It was just, I don't know, it was good stuff. Whatever they do it good. Comcast is some booty cheek though. Following the Bigfoot vlogs? No, I've seen a couple here and there, like the silly ones they do. I saw one recently. I'm trying to remember what it was. That was really funny.
Damn,
One of
really,
the Bigfoot
Starlink was
ones.
better than 800 gay and 80 up.
No, for Wi-Fi. For the Wi-Fi. For the plugged-in connection, I don't know. I didn't use the plugged-in connection at the vacation house.
Sometimes
I used Wi-Fi
question
there.
myself.
I didn't have a Cat 5 cable with me, so I had no way of hooking the laptop up. So the laptop was on Wi-Fi, my tablet was on Wi-Fi, and my phone was on Wi-Fi, and all three were used to do that stream at the vacation house. And I only tried using my tablet and the laptop today, and it was dog shit. It was like really bad. And not saying that
Mesh
it would
systems
be
are great.
down
At
here.
my parents' house, too, can go out to the boat and to the neighbor's house, no problem.
I was also sitting like right next to it when we were streaming at the vacation house. So like location is everything with that, you know, with Wi-Fi. But in general, just using my phone around the house, all that, it was better range than what we get at home. Ooh, fuck. Oh, I like that. I didn't realize there was another little gap in the middle. Yeah.
Head's network is the issue, not his internet, it sounds like.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like just getting the signal around the house is bad. I need to work on that. Because out in the garage, it's really bad. Down here, it's fine. Obviously, I'm right next to it. But upstairs in the house, it also sucks. Like mid floor, it's kind of shit. Top floor, it's like your phone just juggles between Wi-Fi and data when you're on the top floor of the house. I could always move the router up, I guess, one floor, but like I'm the only person in the house who has a computer, like a desktop. So I don't want to move it further away from the desktop, if that makes sense, because I don't really
Look
feel
into
like
mesh systems for sure.
doing all that. It just made sense if I needed two PCs hooked up to the internet, like a hardline, just to have them down here, you know, at the time. Now I'm thinking maybe I should have done mid-floor with it. It's not a hard move, though, now I'm thinking about it, to move the router from down here to mid-floor. Ugh. Oh, no.
Hey,
Hey.
agreed, sounds like you need a extender mesh setup.
I have a Wi-Fi extender.
At my parents' house, it's like perfect Wi-Fi everywhere, even outside.
It's on the mid floor, the Wi-Fi extender, and it's bad. It's just not. It doesn't do shit. I just feel like it doesn't extend the Wi-Fi like at all. That's what I was asking the other night. I was like, does anybody know about a Wi-Fi or I guess earlier in the garage maybe Wi-Fi extender that actually
Do you
does
have
something
a separate sign-in for your 5 gigahertz and your 2?
that like
4
actually works?
gigahertz on your router.
Yes, yeah, I do. They are separate logins.
I'm on my way to go fishing at the Missouri River.
Oh yeah.
Is it a cheap extender? Those are bad.
It's the one from Ring. I don't know if that's any good or not, but I had one from Comcast and that one sucked. And then my wife ordered one that was like $80 and that sucked, so we returned it. And then I got the one from Ring because we had a Ring setup anyways. And it was supposed to just help.
Basically a bunch of little Wi-Fi extenders hooked together well.
Supposed to help the shit out front, and it just didn't.
A lot
didn't
of
do
providers
anything.
will give free extender that's meant for your router.
Yeah, that's what we started with, and it just didn't do shit. Like it didn't make any difference in our
Big
Wi-Fi.
man, abusing innocent fish, pouting face. You got Inigo entry ready?
Me? No. No. I am no iGal competitor anymore, my friend. I did my one season, and that was it for me.
Is your Wi-Fi extender only talking to the 4 gigahertz network?
No. It should only be working because all the Ring stuff hooks up to it. So the Ring stuff wouldn't connect to it otherwise, because that's on that. That's not on that. That's a different network.
Fentanyl, lay cereal milk.
So no, I don't. I'm pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure. I'm also like half-tarded, so it could be wrong. It's on my mother's side, strong. Can't change who you are, boys.
I'm watching a stream on Fiber 1G at the house. Cat 5 to a beamer focused on the beamer receiver on the garage ODIA. To a router in the garage. Streaming on the TV. Crazy great internet.
Holy moly. To a beamer focused on the beamer receiver on the garage. Oh, ooh, that's interesting.
I fly fish. Little hooks. It's okay, Mike. Winking face design of the horns.
Yeah, I got some thanking to do. But I do need to, I want to polish that up. I'll get it working nice. And then we'll have some decent outdoor flights. I'll get it ironed out before the end of the summer, though.
I am going to do some yard work later all in heads.
Maybe I'll actually do some later streams out
fish?
there.
I
So
fly
that
drones.
it's not so freaking hot, dude. Doing it at noon
Has anyone
was
suggested
a
a
bad
secondary
idea.
wired gateway?
I don't think so. I'm all ears. I'm open
Love
to,
fly fishing.
to options. I don't know
I
the
fly
best
fresh
like
fish.
up-to-date
Pound
option
face.
for that. Like what's the best
What size props on your flying fish?
today method, you know?
I've seen where the garage is in relation to the house. That's OTIA. I fly all. That could be a problem. Even the mesh networks have a hard time with talking back and forth with the 5 gigahertz and the 4 gigahertz.
Really?
I brought some
Okay.
drones too.
Do you know what's a good way for me to be able to troubleshoot that and like figure out what it's connecting to and all that? Because they don't really tell you much. It's just like a thing you plug in. Ooh, mama.
Spectrum analyzer.
Okay. Spectrum analyzer.
Does anyone else have issues with the Betaflight web app?
What kind of issues? One of my computers wasn't working well with it.
Issues with it being a web app, but functionality, no.
And my yeah, that's true. And my my laptop worked better with it though. But I think I tried both
Every
of my
time you
PCs.
extend wirelessly, you lose half your speed.
That's good to keep in mind. Oh my lord. Why are you doing this to me? Nope. Too much. We need less. Much less. So I do more.
I've never used it rolling on the floor laughing.
No. Keep hitting myself on the last one. Can't get my arc right. There it is. Oh, mama. Ah, I'm gonna die. Stop. I got an itchy nose.
What do you think? Do I look more or less attractive with this on?
You look like you're bald.
His response to that's so funny.
The only way I know is to make sure is that only sign into the 4 gigahertz network. With your extender, if it wants to split it, that's fine. Maybe with the extender, you can split it as well.
Only sign into 2.4. Split it. Okay. Okay. I gave that a whirl.
At least you can't crash and uncrashed.
True. That is true. We are very uncrashed out here.
Just get a wireless USB adapter that is high-powered and you should be fine. It looks like you have your laptop facing away from your house out the other side of your garage. You need to turn lap. What sim is this? This sim
Which
is
way
Velocitron.
does the antenna go in a laptop? Is it just not like a
What the fuck? Never mind, I guess. Lol.
like a directional
I
kind of thing?
updated NFC and it was giving me problems connecting last night. Now it works flawless.
You slow like a girl. Like a big leather jacket wearing girl.
Like a big leather jacket wearing girl. Get a wireless USB adapter. I have one. I have a nice one. That is high powered and you should be fine. Okay. Shit. I'm gonna need to get a USB powered hub for that then. If I'm gonna stream, because I got too much shit plugged in USB then. If I need another USB thing. Poo on a shoe. That's all right though. We're gonna get her set up. We're gonna get her set up. Working pretty, working nice. These are all good ideas though. Oops. Oh, is there? Ooh.
It points away from you when you're looking at your laptop. The antennas are in the back of the screen.
Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, shit.
There used to be an app where it takes over your phone camera and it'll actually show like an invisible Wi-Fi when you're looking through your camera. It shows you
Ooh.
where your strongest signals are.
That's cool.
D69 pouting face.
Okay. So if I just use my USB Wi-Fi adapter, then it'll go off of wherever that's placed, right? So then I can just like run a longer USB cable. And I could even run it into the house, like further away from me. I feel like I could just run a Cat 5 cable at this point, or a 6, whatever. I feel like that'd be easier, or more solid at least, you know. I feel like it's not too bad. It'd be really easy to run a Cat 5 or whatever, a hard line. It'd be easy to run it, like just a direct line out there. That'd be pretty simple. I got access to all the wall and shit there, the other side of it, from the laundry room. Just need to actually run the cable out. Find somewhere to house it. Maybe I'll make it look pretty. Put a little socket out there for it. Probably not. I'll probably just use a clamp and put it on the wall somewhere. Oh.
I have personally never had connection issues with a working Ethernet cable, just saying.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's what I was saying. I might as well just do that, and then I don't have to dick around with any
What I
Wi-Fi
said
extender
earlier.
or
LAN hardwired for the win.
adapter or any shit like that. Just run the line out there and be done with it. Never have to worry about internet out there again. Yeah, I'll do that. That's easy enough.
Run across floor until Woofy trips over it.
Yeah, right. He'll eat that shit. No way can I leave wires dangling around. Or my son will just be like, hey, I saw some wires on the
Run cat
ground.
whatever to a second router.
So I
Set up
cut
this
them
gateway.
with scissors. I made bracelets. Yeah. So I'll hide it in the ceiling. I can get through the ceiling, no problem. Oh,
Why second router? Just throw a dummy switch in there.
woo. Why second router? What do you mean second router? Who said second router?
Whoa. Brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max for $117 on Marketplace.
How tight it is. It's
Buy
quite
it now.
snug to the point where I'm nervous about warping.
Sounds
Have you
trustworthy.
ever heard of Mocha Systems? They are a little pricey, but they take over your coax cables and it uses them for your internet.
Oh, for real? I have not heard of that. I've not heard of that. Mocha Systems. Okay. Okay. That's a big ladder dive. We gotta try it. I think the dive is gonna be a challenge, but I think the getting out of the dive might be more challenging. Okay. Don't need a whole lot of power to get up there. Oops. Womp womp. No first try for you. Way too high. Just sent it, whatever. I would normally bail on a dive like that. But we're an Uncrashed.
Edson starts $1 million bracelets company.
Now I'm getting throttle shy. Because I went way too high.
I've been
the first
eyeballing
time.
a couple ladder dives at the abandoned farm I can't fly at. Just working up the balls.
Do it! Do it, do it, do it. Ladder dives IRL, I have an easier time with than in any sim ever. Every sim that I ever fly in, the hitboxes always feel weird in ladder dives. But in IRL, like I usually don't have an issue. Yeah, pulling out of that one's gonna suck. That's what she said. Or he said? She said? I don't know. Fuck. I hit the last rung. You bastard!
Uncrashed making is reckless.
Yeah, I do have like a moment in my first pack IRL where I
I
usually
need to find new spots to fly really bad.
try to take it a little easy just to kind of like get my brain in the right mode. Like I'm not simming. I'm flying this type of quad. The throttle responds this way. Like, you know, it handles the wind this way. I kind of like get familiarized with whatever I'm flying first or second pack. Just take it easy. Even if it's not a new spot, you know, even if I'm just like flying around the house, just
I need
because otherwise,
to stop being afraid of crashing the 5-inch.
otherwise it's just a waste of a pack for me. If I'm just sending it, it's just banging into everything and I don't do anything. It just feels like a waste. But oh, there we go. But if you take your time on your first pack, kind of get yourself all familiarized and comfy, get your fingies all warmed up, get your brain locked in.
Open up checkbook before Earl flight.
It makes for a lot better packs after that. They feel a lot more comfortable. Feel a lot more
I know it's how it'll get better, but it's my baby and I just built it rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, no, I feel you there. I remember when I built my first 5-inch, the same thing. Just being like, I don't want to crash this. I don't feel like fixing anything on it. I don't feel like replacing an arm already. Like I just spent, at that point, I think it was like $370 for the first 5-inch quad that I had. I just spent like almost $400. I don't really want to break anything.
Oh, that is right. Betaflight web app was only working in the setup page. Wouldn't go to receiver or modes pages, or nothing.
Oh.
Metalcraft build 2 backups.
That's what I ended up doing. Yep. Just get a backup. And then I was like, there we go.
I know, right? Money, though.
True. True. Good point. God damn. Whoever just flew by. Ew, sounded like a missile. Somebody's out here
1 2
boogieing.
2 inches to rolling on the floor laughing.
Y'all want a freestyle?
Two is 1 in FPV.
Two is 1 in
And arm
FPV.
flex, bicep flex, biceps.
Yeah, you're right.
First 5-in I sent through a wall, then sent it to JB. It was his build kit lol.
There is no hole there. I thought there was a hole to drop down to the next floor. There is not. Do I have a window on this side to implement into? Oh, we do! I was scared. Oh my god. Shorty does like his proximity stuff, doesn't he? Yay, dudes. Oh, ha, ha. You bump off of one little thing. And my mom got scared. My drone got scared.
Oh shoot, I forgot I have new props coming in today.
Nice. For what?
Are most of you guys running Windows 11 or Windows 10?
11. For me. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Eleven, 10 is eel this year.
Oh yeah, they're gonna take it out back and put a bullet in it. You gotta upgrade.
That is why I am asking.
Because he's like, yes, I'm not going to give you an option. You're going to need to update your Windows computers.
I am on Windows 10.
I don't think he actually talks like that. I can't do a good...
Win 10 and Win 8 on my old laptop.
Bill Nye the Windows guy. I can't do a good imitation of his voice.
I have heard 11 sucks.
I don't have
Is
it
it
in me.
okay?
It's been fine for me. I haven't noticed any
For
difference.
the 4-inch.
I mean, for what I use it for.
Most Windows go
and-
210. Mine
Streaming
goes
and
211.
gaming every now and then. My son uses it to play games and do his online classes.
Shit, I got behind
seems
Live
fine.
Lol.
Seems fine. But yeah, I think it kind of just
Still ain't
depends
got
on
a
what you
10
use
pulled
it
out.
with.
They can't take my 10 from cold dead hands lol.
You know what I mean? Like if you're
5-inch props
some
law.
of the programs you're using might not be compatible, kind of thing.
Gravy.
Damn bad for life lol. I hate change man. A laptop dedicated to music. Still on 7. Everything Microsoft does is worse than before, but yeah, it works fine for now.
You're not wrong.
Windows 11 rock for me. DaVinci Resolve Sim is what I'm using it for primarily.
Oh yeah, true. All my editors and shit, yeah, all that shit works like normal.
Seen a video of a dude still running Vista for a work PC was like WTF.
Why Vista? What? Why would that be the one you
I
want to
mean,
hang on to?
I ask dumb questions about simple NEMS computer stuff. I am probably not doing anything outside the norm.
I just can't let
Next
Windows
laptop
ME
is going
go.
back
I'm
to Linux
sorry.
for is going to be a MacBook.
It was the Windows they made just for me. It's like, it's time to let it go.
I'm thinking of building a sprig.
A sprig? It's pretty sick. An XP rig.
Office yearly subscription is what set it all in motion, then Photoshop came right after.
F Adobe, support Affinity. I held it Antiques also.
Yeah, if you are going to get an Adobe product, just make sure you go out onto the seas and pick up a copy out there for yourself. Make your life a lot easier.
I wish I knew more about computer technology. It is black magic to me.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. I know, like, very surface level, but, like, very surface level. I'm more comfortable with hardware stuff than software, too. Software, once I get in the weeds with software, bro, I get so confused and just, like, my caveman brain takes over.
To pouting face.
I just want to smash everything with a mallet. So I'm like, all right,
Using
fuck it.
Affinity right now, I hard fuck it.
But if I'm doing hardware, like builds, I love building PCs, dude. It's so relaxing. Great fun. I love wire management, like making all my wires look all pretty and hidden. Just like tickles that little, tickles my tism. I love it. But once the software
Ubuntu
side
is a
starts,
really bad version of Linux.
if shit starts going wrong with software, Forget about it, dude. I'm out of here. I'm
I may
throwing that
switch
bitch
to
in the
the new
trash.
Steam OS and use Android for a personal business F Windows 11.
Gonna Ron Swanson that mofo right into the dumpster. How's my aim so far off? Excuse you? What are you? Oh, okay. You got,
I remember when 3,
you got 2.
11 on DOS, 3, 5 floppies and such.
Is there glass
Also, we would rub
there?
sticks together for warmth when it was cold.
No, okay. Okay. I'm tripping. Oh, big bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Ooh.
The fuck is that, bro?
Fuck is what? What happened?
C-spot run out of Windows?
Any of you play Zork way back when? I love that gay.
Bro! Pouting face!
Are you okay? Nope.
It's
Oh,
how
that
we
is
used
kinda
to start
there, though.
Windows if you didn't have a proper startup script. Hey Alexa, install Windows XP on all my devices.
Just malfunction. No. Is that guy? I mean, yeah. It's kind of difficult though.
Yeah, that's been my experience with Linux. It works until it doesn't, then I have to figure out how to install all the plugins. It takes forever when Windows just works.
I don't want to reset. I'm gonna forget where I am. Please let me go.
Just clocked out. Almost time to fly beaming face with smiling eyes, beaming face with smiling eyes.
Hell yeah. Good to hear, Metalcraft. Let her rip, baby. Happy Friday to you. Holy moly. Whoop. How you doing? What a pole. Be a little baby dive.
Windows doesn't just work, you're just used to what you have to do to make Windows work. Happy Friday, 90 Crew Skids Kids.
Yeah, you right.
Am
You
always
right.
flying.
You right. Ugh. Excuse you. Thank you. How dare you not let me out? All right, was it this one? No, last one. This one.
Windows open and they close. That is the best way I can make them work. Pounding face.
Okay. Far, far right side of it. We got to stay tucked. Oh, God, the throttle back right there is going to be gnarly. Okay, we got to get our timing right on that.
Gonna hit the skies tonight.
Too low.
So funny. I thought I was the shit when I figured out how to install CD-ROM drivers from a floppy, so you could reinstall Windows after a format of the hard drive.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I wonder if was this easier this way? Oh my God, it's so much easier that way to get to it. Jesus. Okay, we'll do it this way. Huh. All right. Settle your friggin'
Take
titties.
commuting time, peace.
What time is it? Commuting time. All right, 0 Hertz. Enjoy the rest of your day.
P0.
Oh, that was through the wheel. That's not what I was looking for. I went the wrong side. I'm gonna go this side. It's gotta be clean. It's gotta be sexy. Oh, that was kind of clean. We hit the floor though. There it is. Jesus.
What does that say? Man, fuck this shit. Oh, shit. Damn.
That still has to be the hardest I've ever seen anybody hit themselves with a toothpick, and his reaction's so fucking funny. Damn! Oh, man. That's good. That is good. Oh, I have a new sound that I wanted to use. Hang on a second. Is there a way that I can... Is there a way I can play this without playing it though? Not really. Fuck. Okay. Never mind. We're not ready for that one. That'll be a meme for a later date. A meme for a later
Hey,
date.
Alexa, play My Little Pony likes it from the back on repeat 10 hours.
Jesus, why do you know that exists? I keep thinking, I'm like, I don't have an Alexa, but then like all the other people that are listening, if they're listening on a speaker, they have an Alexa. Yeah.
Wire management is part of my job. I'm obsessive about it.
Yeah, I love some nice wire management. My setup down here, I spent a lot of time on that. Like, got nice wire gutters and I bolted them all underneath the desk, and like everything's wire loomed if it goes to the same place. You know, like all the cables run for the most part all together, like a big thick wire loom underneath the desk inside of a gutter up to here, and then like everything that's back here, this little part, I always talk about, because this is, you can see the big chunk of wire coming out here, the big mass of wires. That's all the shit going into the PCs, everything. But it's all covered up with this screen too, so it kind of keeps it hidden. So you only see just this little bit that runs down into everything. But then even over here, like stuff you can't even see, there's like a whole bridge of USB stuff. It's all the extra cameras and shit that are plugged in. Even that, like all of them run right off the edge of the desk. Everything's like nice and clean there. I love it. Absolutely love it. Got little gutters for all the lights that run on the floor. They're the same color as the wall, so everything blends in. It's spent some time to make it look nice down here. I wanted to have it feel like I said, just you can walk down and you can just start doing your thing. You don't have to fuck around. You don't have to finagle anything. Everything just works, ready to go. Simple, clean, there's no mess. Oh. But yeah, wire management does something for me.
Keys.
What are you guys gonna do with my car?
Knock, knock, boys.
Who's there?
I could not get myself lined up on that other one to save my life.
I have wire channels, and you know those sticky squares for zip ties.
Yes.
Those are gold.
Oh yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, all under the desk, everything. There's like even the switch for the black lights that I have, the ultraviolet lights, even that's all like everything's hidden. The switch is hidden underneath the desk here, and all the cables are all cinched up underneath the desk, so nothing hangs down. There's no like drooping wires anywhere.
I thought about getting work for cybersecurity.
That shit drives
General
me
Z couldn't use like reading fake kids' homework. Like these kids are window lickers for sure. My Infinity Loops mouse pad just got delivered, and it is dope AF.
Hell yeah, rerun. Excellent, dude. I'm glad you like it. I love mine. Big fan. So far, everybody's liked theirs that they've gotten. I'm glad everybody's been happy with it. It was a big project, and it was a cool one, and I'm glad it worked out well. It's freaking neat. We'll do another one next year. It'll be even better.
I think it's time to confirm we'll coat the 5-inch this weekend.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. We getting crazy. But actually, I was just talking about this, speaking of wiring, I was just talking about this last night in the little Discord. We had a little hangout last night, which, by the way, thank you for the fellas that came over and hung out for a little bit. It was fun to chat, talk some shit. It was a good time. I enjoy that. I like my Thursday nights. Feel free to join us, everybody. By the way, it's open to the public. There's no,
I get people
not a
asking
members
me
thing.
how to build a PC.
There's no
I tell them
stream.
It's 90% wire management.
But sometimes
10%
people
just dealing with stiff connectors.
are streaming stuff. Sometimes, like a video game or I don't know, whatever, a pay-per-view event. But usually we're just sitting there bullshitting. But anyways, I was talking last night about how I have an audio
I studied
ducker.
my whole life on how to
an analog
kids.
So
They just called me a boomer, unducks me pouting face.
so I would have gotten an
I build
audio
desks almost
ducker
every day.
so
I
that
have grommets
basically
and all the bells and whistles.
when I talk, it would lower the music and Robot Lady and everything else would like go down. And then when I'd stop talking, it would automatically bring the levels back up. I have one. I bought one for that reason to use. But in order to use it, I need to use a filter, an inline filter right here. Otherwise, I get a lot of noise in it. But the inline filter makes it so that I can't use my mic arm, and my mic arm hides the XLR cable perfectly, so you can't see it at all. And it runs under the monitor, so it's nice and clean. It doesn't like go up over the monitor at all in the way of everything. So I refuse to use it. I just have it now. It's just sitting there. It's like $100 analog audio ducker, and I just that and the filter for it are just sitting in the back room because I'll use it eventually, maybe when this mic arm breaks.
I disagree, heads. I have
What's
the
there?
coolest mouse pad pattern. With the big 90%. Not the smaller ones. Hard to beat that one.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That is a solid mouse pad.
Ello, 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 yellow jello, and my mellow fellow Angelo yo. Grinning face.
What's up,
Why
right?
hardware for ducking? Time to fly later, boy.
Because I use a mixer. None of my audio for stream goes through any type of computer program. It's all analog. Everything goes through the mixer here, then an audio into the computer. So if I try to do audio ducking on the computer end, a digital audio ducker, what it'll do is duck everything, and I don't want that. I want to be able to duck certain channels and leave others alone, and only have like to be able to target certain channels as well. So like if I use it digitally, right now the computer
If you use
thinks
a DAW for
my
your visor,
voice,
you can use a compressor
the
with sidechain to
computer,
duck audio.
Robot Lady, the game sounds, it thinks all that is one audio source. But the mixer knows that it's
Mixer.
like 6 different audio sources. So having it all analog, if I get an analog audio ducker, it'll work independently from the computer. If I try to do it digital, it's hard, especially with 2 computers set up, having the audio split between the 2 PCs, then mixing back together to go back into the one PC as an input to go out to OBS to stream. It's very, very convoluted analog setup, but it's easier to manage than digital shit, and there's less issues as far as like I said, I don't like software. So if I can do it analog instead of software, then I will. But in this case, I don't even have the choice. I don't have an option. I've tried a lot of shit in the past. Like people have made a lot of good recommendations. Like there's a program where you can make your one mouse work for both PCs, but it can't split your screens the way that I have my screens split, and so it doesn't make sense in the app. It puts my mouse on like a different screen when it should, like, you know, if I move right across this screen, it should just go to the next screen, but instead it would like go to the top of the next screen. It was all fucked up, so it wouldn't work.
You should be able to apply Ducker 2 single
that.
channel or a bus with digital mixer.
With a single channel, that's what I mean. The single channel though that's going in, the digital one, it's all one signal. All of that's one signal. So like there's one wire going into the computer right there for the audio. That's it. Just one wire. But that one wire is the output from the analog mixer, which has all my shit. So that way, if I want music off, I can turn music off. Or if I want music a little louder, everything's right here on a knob. If I need Robot Lady a little louder myself, if I can adjust everything here. It's much more quick, ease of use type shit. It's a little more work to run, but as far as like being able to use digital, I've tried so much shit over the years, and digital is just not an option for me to make it work right. It won't work right. I can't duck the channel that I want because the channel that comes into the computer is all one. It's all one.
I don't wanna have to
Like it's
learn
all
to
a single
code, guys.
channel.
Pouting face.
So there's no, when I open it in an audio or a digital mixer, there is no.
Switch allow sharing of keyboard, video, and mouse.
Yeah, right. That won't work for mine though.
Avatar.
Like I was explaining,
Avatar.
they don't do.
Avatar.
They don't cover different monitors
Avatar.
the way that I need it to. So that program will make it so that if you have 2 monitors next to each other, sorry, wrong camera. If you have 2 monitors next to each other like this, or 2 monitors stacked on top of each other like that, that works fine. But if I have a middle my monitor I need to mix with is in the middle, it won't do that. So like it won't go from one PC to the second PC to the first PC again. It'll only go from PC1 to PC2, PC1 to PC2. So if I only use these two monitors, it would work fine. If I only use these two monitors, it would work fine. But since I have all three in the array that I have them with the curved in the middle, it fucks it all up. It won't work that way. I've tried. Believe me, people have suggested this stuff. I've been streaming for like 8 years with a very similar setup to this. It's all just upgraded as I've gone. But people have suggested all kinds of really good ideas that normally should work, but my setup's just ridiculous, and so it's, some of this stuff doesn't work. I have to do everything a little old school, which to me, again, I don't care. It's fine with me. Digital mixers and shit weren't really that great when, not as good as they are now. Not nearly as good when I started streaming. Analog was way easier. More reliable too, like dropping channels and shit. But anyways, what was that line from Idiocracy? Where he goes to the doctor, he's like, "Your shit's all fucked up." It's basically me. Your shit's all fucked up. Yeah, I prefer analog mixer in general. Just digital stuff. Again, it's just there's too much bullshit I got going on with
Idle
mine
up in Quicksilver?
to have it work that way.
I dropped out of Tekken 12 to learn to roll LOL.
Oh, mama. Oh, fuck. It's a bad spot for a tree. That's a horrible spot for a tree. Get that tree out of here.
Trying to remember how to set things up in as well.
In Quicksilver? Idle up? Yeah. Just leave all that stuff alone on your switches. All that shit on your switches should be fine. Like from default. Just set up your, like all the weird shit that it has on at the bottom, just leave it on.
Like motherfucker.
Just set up
Thumbs up, pattern
your
face.
arm and your arm and your turtle mode if you want to do it on a switch. If not, just turn it on, and it'll just be automatic. Just make sure you set your gyro shit up right.
So don't set idle up to a switch.
No. I mean, unless you want it on a switch, I just leave it as whatever your arm switch is, so that it's on when the quad's armed. I just leave all that shit alone on the bottom of the switches in Quicksilver. I've never messed with it because every time I do it, makes it like act weird. Like it'll arm, but like it won't. No wait, it'll bind, but it won't arm. I don't remember. It does fucky stuff, so I just leave all that stuff alone. I haven't turned any of that stuff off in a while. I just know not to at this point. I just leave it alone.
I think I have memory problems.
Like in general?
Right, like what do we really have birds for? Like we don't eat them, we can just feed them and watch them. And then those black ones that are like.
Don't turn it on then at boy lover boy. I was wrong about that. Memory problems and I can't remember if I have memory problems or not.
Memory problems and smoking the reefer. Oh. That was a hard hit.
These fucking guys, man, pouting face. Remembering race courses in Villa should be exercising my brain, huh?
It should be. Allegedly. Doesn't help me any.
So fuckboy has the problem still, with death rolls on low throttle.
Death rolls on low throttle?
You told us about the memory problems an hour ago.
Did are all the motors in the right spot? Like motor positions are all the same? Did he have to flip the flight controller? Make sure all the motors are spinning in the right direction. Did we do all the normal checklist of shit? Sorry, I'm coming into
Is
this
it on
halfway.
Betaflight or is?
Sounds like
I'm
QS.
confused. Is.
Yeah, Quicksilver. Okay. You're also having the same issue, though? I guess I'd have to see what's going on, like, actually, what's going on with it.
He means mid-flight.
Oh,
It flies, but
mid-flight.
if you flip a motor, shut off.
What the fuck? Like a desync or something?
Motor's numbered orientation is a thing that mine all had fresh and new. Had to number them.
Like
if you
air
have
mode
motors not
isn't
running
on?
Betaflight.
Oh. Okay, it sounds like it's idle up off. That's what it sounds like. What I would do is just reflash, or if it has a back to default on Quicksilver, I don't even know if they do or not. If you can just set it back to default settings on that, I would just try that first, because it sounds like you just fucked with the switches maybe, or the settings there. I'm not ruling out other shit. It very well could just be Quicksilver being fucky.
No, Edf's boy, lover boy, undo that.
It's not shutting off when I try to roll. I just set the same arm switch as the idle up. Okay, yeah. That should be fine. The same switch as your idle up as your arm should be fine, I think.
Very robust. Sticker.
Should be.
I was thinking of how I set up Kiss Ultra Quads.
Hang on a second.
It is different. I mean, it should, yeah. This big sponsor banner is good for training while rides.
I'm coming. Hang on a minute. Oh, Lord. Oh, there's a new version. I didn't know I wasn't updated.
Not really. Ex-boy Loverboy 1 just idles the motors without feedback. Air mode is with feedback.
Uno momento, that was me. It wasn't your computer, sorry.
Bless I.
I usually mute that. Too far away to mute it, sorry.
Fuck. I am too used to kiss man.
Oh, you can get used
Not
to it.
kissing men.
You weenie. I just learned how to use Kiss on that Bad for Life quad that he sent me. piece of cake, baby, and I'm a complete dumbass.
I am used to setting up idle up and kiss ultra rather.
I see. Sorry, let me just turn the fucking computer sounds off so you don't hear that. My bad. Thank you, everybody, for flying in the lobby.
Kiss man, face blowing a kiss.
Appreciate that.
Damn, just hit 90 miles per hour with the drone pouting face.
You hanging out with gay frogs again?
God damn. Me? Is that what it looks
Kiss
like on the
is
screen?
easy, yeah.
Maybe.
Going back to Betaflight at the issue lol.
Oh, yeah, dude. Fucking Betaflight is super complicated compared to any of that shit. Alright. In your receiver tab, this is how I set my switches up. I literally do arm, like this.
Is 90 fast? Oh.
Leave this alone. I put turtle mode on because it just means anytime it's upside down, it'll put you in turtle mode. That shit can be off. I don't touch this. I don't touch that. Unless I'm setting up a 5-inch quad, then I'll touch that. But other than that, just leave that bitch as on. But then that's it. You should just be right as rain. Good to go. Let her rip, tater chip. Does that make sense? Do you see it? Sorry. You thought idle up was just air mode? I mean, I think it a lot of times it's compared to it. I don't know if it's exactly the same though. I feel like it wouldn't have two different
Can you show
names.
the other pages, please?
You know, I feel like I don't know though. I'm the wrong person to ask. Like I said, I'm a dumbass. I'd leave shit alone just to make it work, and then I just go about my day. I don't pretend to understand any of the ins and outs of this shit. I'll tell you straight up, that's not me.
It's different. Okay, gotta bounce. Work picking up. Later, y'all. Pizza,
All right,
pizza, hot dog.
pizza,
Later,
hot
Rhett.
dog.
I was the same way where I like acro over air mode, but you need idle on in Quicksilver.
That's working? Okay, perfect. Great. Excellent. Enjoy. Other pages? Skydozer? What do you want to see? This is all, I leave all this shit as alone as possible. I don't dick with any of this stuff if I don't need to. Betaflight rates, normal, same shit, no expo.
I always thought of it like idle up was just a set RPM the motor spin
This
at.
is my
Air mode is force feedback for corrections.
F75, my daily. This one we're looking at now. So this is like the profile I keep it on here. That's it, man. It's pretty basic. Pretty basic. Oh, this is the AC0 version. Never mind. This is the AIO. Whoops. This is not my daily flyer. I stand corrected. Same tune
Rates
though.
are
Pretty
personal feel.
Pretty sure it's the same tune. Yes, rates are definitely a personal feel.
1200 is insane. High man lol.
Yeah, 1200 is nuts. You seem like you were when you got into FPV, you were one of the ones that were like, Mr. Steele uses 1200. I'm gonna try 1200. So many people did that. I remember like 4 or 5 years ago when I started flying. So
And
many
I tried
people were like,
rates on a 5-inch.
I
and
seen
they were
Mr.
ridiculous.
Steele fly
The
like
flying on my
1280.
75.
I'm gonna give those a shot. So yeah, some people fly like insanely fast rates.
If you want him to hear you and answer you,
The ones I fly are
before your comment.
That's just basic Betaflight rates. That's just what you start with normally on Betaflight. It's pretty mellow. It's pretty slow, but it's nice. Works for me. I've tried faster rates in my earlier days, and I just didn't. I felt like I had a lot less control. Couldn't fly as smooth. Tried 1300 rates on a 5-inch, and they were ridiculous, but fine for my F75. Yeah. Is that a PID preset you're using? Yes. This is for a 75 millimeter though. They have a whole bunch of presets, and they work really well, depending on what you're flying, that is.
Is that a PID preset you using?
Yes. It's I believe it's the 75.
Yeah, I went 2-stack actual rates a while back.
It's either the
So
75
easy.
1S or the 2.
Slow is smooth, unsmooth is fast.
I think this is the 2. That might be. Let me see. No, this is the. Okay, yeah, it's the 2-inch. So it's a 75 millimeter, but the 2-inch PID tune works really well. It's really about your ratio more than anything, your thrust to weight. So my daily flyer is on the 75 millimeter tune.
2-in is the best at the moment.
This is my normal F75, the analog build, and the HD01 I have on the 2-inch build. I think it just flew a little better. But anyway, this is an older version too of Quicksilver. I could definitely update this.
For what at Jake's?
Most definitely could update that. And don't use, I think there's an old template in here still that you probably shouldn't use anymore. Yeah, this one. I don't think this one will work as well
Basically
anymore.
all whoops.
Probably avoid that. Depending. It might just be, I don't know what they have set in here anymore. I forgot. It might have just been like rates and something else. It may not be.
Great.
I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Just use the newer
So
shit.
you rather use the 2-inch for a 75?
For the feel of it, yeah. The flight feel, yeah. So what I normally do when I set
setting up
a quad up
3-inch 2S.
with Quicksilver is I'll come to this page, and depending on what the quad is, so like let's say it's a 65 millimeter 1S build, right? I would come into here and I would set my first PID profile to the 65 millimeter, and then I would set my second profile to like the 75. So it's the weight to thrust ratio is a little different. I would set that one for this. And that way when I go out to fly, I fly it on this one to start with. And if this one feels a little too spicy, I can just go into the OSD menu and switch to the profile 2 because I know this is my 75. So I usually try to go like, pick one that I think will fit it and then pick one that's just above it. Really, that's not what Quicksilver wants you to do. The idea is to have these get you as close to as possible to a good tune, and then you tweak it from there. Like you're just supposed to tinker a little bit. It's just supposed to get you super close. But I find that most of their presets actually are close enough to me where like I don't even know what more I would change to make them better. So I just kind of leave it alone. But that's just me. That might not work best for you. It's up to you. That's just what I prefer. Makes it easier for when you're going out flying and you don't feel like dicking around with
I want
tunes
7-inch
and all.
though.
You want a
Yes,
7-inch
the
tune?
75-inch tune is way too spicy. All the tunes are pretty spicy, IMO.
Yeah, I usually, like I said, I usually aim for one just
I
above
always have
what
two
I'm
run 4-inch
building.
preset on 3-inch and so forth.
Yep. Yeah.
Gotta mess with filters at Skydozer.
Yeah. There's a lot you can mess with.
I don't know a thing about filters. That is
It's
very
just
confusing.
Yeah. Again, that's why I don't even mess with them. I just get it close
If we
because
are going for easy setup.
I'm not a tuning guy. Yeah, I'm not a tuning guy. I don't pretend to be. I don't claim
Filters
to be.
always confuses the hell out of me.
And I also don't care that much. Like I'd rather be flying than tuning, kind of thing. So I get it flying
Compared to
to where
Betaflight,
I'm
just
happy
messing
with
filters
it.
Ain't nothing.
It's never been a problem. I guess when it becomes a
At
problem,
Cultural Saturday night.
I'll have to teach myself how to tune things better in Quicksilver. I've tinkered with tunes like here and there, but again, it's never been like bad enough to where I've been like, this is unflyable. It's usually like, it's got a little jitter on the end of it somewhere.
Gay Duff Flight is a pain lol.
But otherwise, it's usually fine. I usually don't have any issues. I have more issues
No
getting
offense
Quicksilver
to
installed
Valdez.
sometimes. Much more. I have much more problem getting Quicksilver installed than I do
My Mob
getting it
8S are
flying
spicier
well.
than my Beta 85S, but think it is just camera angle since they use similar motors.
Could be. Could be. Higher camera angle will definitely feel a lot spicier. All right, gentlemen. How long? God, we've been live for an hour and a half down here. I don't even know how long we made it in the garage. Maybe like 2 hours in the garage or something. Which lower rates could I use if I'm used to 1200
And in
degrees
my
on my
experience,
pocket?
BF ain't getting any easier. Every update complicates it.
Yeah, I would tinker around with actual rates. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad start. Oh, potato. Keep it safe. Oh.
Get fucked up. Free Maryland.
Don't keep pointing over there. It's over here. That's a good. It's a good potato slap. Got a good slap.
Same across the board for everything.
Yeah, rates. Rates is something that
Rates is a you thing. Gotta mess with
very
them.
personal. The way that I recommend to do it, and everybody in here should know it already, but the way I recommend to do it, just to get yourself a ballpark of where your rates should be. Your muscle memory now might be pretty used to 1200, but if you really want to sharpen that and get it to your ballpark, go into a simulator or IRL. Just make sure you fly up nice and high in like an open area IRL. But what you want to do is sit yourself level and put your rates at like a default something, wherever, default actual rates or whatever. Close your eyes while you're way high up, and just on the roll input, do what you think a full 360 degree roll is, or you can do halves. I do 180s normally because I feel like I can fine tune it a little better with 180s. So I do a 180 roll, and so you'll be upside down. If you open your eyes and you haven't done a full 180, you're kind of like halfway there, speed your rates up a little bit. If you go past it and you've gone too far now past the 180, slow your rates down a little and bring it back, and then do the same for pitch, do the same for yaw. And then once you get those kind of right around the ballpark, then you can kind of fine tune, fly around a little bit with those rates, and then see, I want the roll to be a little sharper, or I want the pitch to be a little quicker. I want my yaw to be a little snappier. So you might not end up with rates all the way the same. I prefer mine are exactly the same all the way down. There's no difference. It's super easy, really simple for me to remember, which is great. As I've mentioned, I am a dumb person. So it's easy for me to remember. But I always suggest that it's a good way to just kind of get yourself in a ballpark of where your rates should be. It's a bad idea to go watching videos of other people explaining why they use their rates, because like Jake was saying, it's a very personal thing. It's very like from person to person. And there's so many little minute changes you can make with Expo and everything else that it's really something you're going to want to like just sit and spend some time tinkering with. Easier to handle in the sim, obviously. It's still doable IRL, but either way, I hope that helps.
High rates kind of mess with stick resolution IMO.
I agree. Yeah.
My 180s are clean and uncrashed, not so much in real life. In later news,
That's
something at your
interesting.
workbench may not install correctly. Heads check main chat if you're interested in actual rates. That's a stock BF rates converted.
I've had them. I don't, they're not. I've tried it. It's not the same feeling. Callisto helped me figure those out. OG and I both figured those out, like when actual rates came out, or a little after they came out, and he started using them. And it does not feel the same. I've tried. It's just, I've seen the same rates calculator. It doesn't feel the same to me. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't. I don't know, man. I know it should be exactly the same, but it does not feel that way. Okay. All right. Let's wrap this shit up.
You can adopt to higher rates, but not so much for lower rates.
Okay. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We will be back for our normal Saturday night show, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, where we will be watching
waving hand, y'all.
your videos. So make sure to drop a video in the Discord if you haven't already. Discord link is down below in the description. The channel is the Saturday Night Clips channel. Make sure to drop a link there. Doesn't matter where you post it. Instagram, Facebook, fucking YouTube. Doesn't matter. Wherever. As long as you got a link for it, I'll get it. We'll check it out tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Sharp.
Later, y'all.
We're getting started. Boom, bam.
Later, heads.
Enjoy the rest of your Friday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
fellas.
Thanks for chilling and dealing with all of the garage
Actual rates turn
issues
day.
earlier.
Laters.
We'll get that ironed out. But
Later,
yeah,
y'all.
enjoy the
Love
rest of your
your faces.
Fridays.
Fly safe, be
I'll
safe.
let you tomorrow. Adios.
That is why I am gay, pouting face. Thanks a lot for your help. Later.
That's so tight.
90 crew, 90 crew, 90 crew.
We've been hanging and banging, brother.